Hello and welcome to Chibi's Cult Classics, where the obscure, eccentric, and controversial are reviewed. Today's review is a movie which can be interpreted in two ways. Is it a supernatural coming-of-age story, or is it a tale of unholy vengeance? It also teaches us some of the greatest lessons that you'll ever get in life. There's tips on great parenting, great role models to look up to, and peaceful solutions on dealing with the issues on bullying. Of course, the movie I'm talking about is...
Creepy Carrie! Creepy Carrie!
A chilling blend of American Graffiti and Psycho, one of the taglines were. Carrie was released in 1976 as an adaptation to the controversial Stephen King novel. The novel was his fourth work and was eventually adapted into a total of 3 films, one as a sequel and a musical. The 1976 version, which we will go over in this review, was directed by the surrealist thriller film king Brian De Palma, the man that blessed us with films like Phantom of the Paradise and Scarface, and it starred some of the time's famous ladies like Sissy Spacek, Piper Laurie, and the supporting actress sweetheart of the late 70s, early 80s, PJ Soles. Then there's that one disco guy. That guy. Now, let's get on with the movie. Carrie White. Every school has one. You know, the Hollywood ugly, mousy loser of a high school girl who keeps to herself that everyone seems to hate.
Creepy Carrie! Creepy Carrie!
Billy, I hate Carrie White.
The ladies in the locker room seem to have this similar disliking to her, so much in fact that when she has her first period and has absolutely no idea what it is, they make sure it becomes the most traumatic experience she's ever had. Are you there, God? It's me. A fucking train wreck! The poor thing is eventually tended to by the gym teacher, who takes her to the principal's office. She's excused from gym for the next week and is allowed to go home early. But meeting with the principal doesn't seem to make things any better.
Sorry about this incident, Cassie.
It's Carrie!
We soon meet Carrie's mother, Margaret, insert your old Santorum jokes here, White, visiting another mother of one of Carrie's schoolmates who is practically the only girl at the school that's actually considered nice to her. Margaret sees herself as a woman of God, carrying out the good word of the Lord, hoping to get a few sinners out there to turn over a new leaf, just like in this scene here.
Spreading the gospel of God's salvation through Christ's blood.
But in reality, a moment like hearing the event of her daughter coming of age via a phone call from school, she can actually get quite abusive with God's message.
Say it.
No, Mama!
He was weak.
No! No, Mama! No, Mama!
This was the second curse, and this was a curse of childhood.
You know, you could just have the talk instead of smacking your child around and, you know, asking for forgiveness from Closet Jesus. The next day, Carrie goes to classes like normal, only without having to go to gym. While she's excused from gym, the gym teacher decides to punish the girls for traumatizing her by actually making them take gym. One girl is fed up with the treatment and decides to revolt.
The period's not up, Hargensen. It is from me. Keep running! Well, there are 10 minutes left. Stick 'em up your...
Haha! Take that, you annoying bitch. Can we see that one more time? Please, one more.
present.
I love video editing. Later on, Carrie goes to the library to do some research on strange occurrences that have been happening. In times of emotional distress, it seems as though she can make things move or break. Finding out the term for this is telekinesis. To the left. Carrie, no. Your other left. No, your other left! Ooh, I guess you were right. After the PE punishment, one girl decides to have a conversation with the popular guy at school in hopes she can convince him to take Carrie to the prom when...
How's it looking there?
The movie cuts into American Graffiti. I think we're still watching Carrie, right? Anyway, the couple from the scene, Billy and Chris being the girl from earlier who had failed standing up to the gym teacher and getting smacked in the face yet again by Billy. Anyone care for a drinking game? I mean, come on. They pull over to a party and decide to have some fun. Okay, so this next scene, pay attention and watch and wonder because... wow.
Billy, I hate Carrie White.
Who? See there, proclaiming your hatred while pleasuring your man. I mean, that'll get you places. The next day is the day that Carrie's life begins to change from being a reject to a girl that everyone will love. People are beginning to notice her. The popular guy asks her out for the prom that's just around the corner. At first, she, along with one of the teachers, thinks it's some sort of cruel joke that someone's playing on her, but he really means it when he says he wants to go. Even the gym teacher feels the need to contribute now. With just a little change here and there, she can actually be a beautiful woman.
Look at her eyes. Little mascara to bring it out. Little. Your lips. Try some lipstick. You have nice, pretty lips, and your cheekbones.
Yeah, nothing says beautiful like your gym teacher sharing beauty tips. While some people prepare to make her prom the greatest night of her life, there are others that want to make her life a living hell. Then there's her mom who doesn't want her to go to the prom at all.
The boys! The boys! Yes, the boys! After the blood come the boys, like sniffing dogs, grinning and slobbering and trying to find out where that smell comes from.
Right after the outburst, Fred Phillips calls and invites her personally to come to one of his sermons. Or at least it might as well happen. Instead, Carrie comes out with her paranormal powers by shutting every window, insisting that she'll be going to the prom whether her abusive, overbearing mother likes it or not, and begins to prepare. However, Margaret still speaks her opinion on what she believes is the work of the devil. Over at the school, Billy and Chris begin to build their tool for revenge. The next day, everyone is prepared for the prom, being that of a space theme. Under the stars, in a 70s magical montage.
I just don't like ruffles.
You don't like ruffles? You don't have to wear ruffles! Alright, now look at me, Pete. Don't I look sharp?
Well, yeah, it looks good on you, but I don't look right in a tuxedo.
How do you know? Have you ever put on a tuxedo?
I don't have a tuxedo body.
Ruffles, Pete. So you always gotta make a joke, right? No, I just don't like ruffles.
Like, no, they have tuxedos here for you.
Sadly, they have yet to perfect the montage back then until the next decade. Finally, the prom night has arrived, and with some helpful advice from Mom...
I can see your dirty pillows. They're all gonna laugh at you!
Carrie and her date make it to the prom to join all the other high school students. Porno stash kid must have been held back for a while, huh? And speaking of being out of character, anyone notice this? Since when did Beasley the Earth's atmosphere?